We may not be on planes or trains and collaborating in person for a while. However, this is the time to step back and have a fresh look for 2021. It goes without saying how embracing newer technologies kept our industry on air during 2020. Yes, some were great quality and glitch-free, especially news, where they were in the best position to quickly deploy live remote production. Business teleconferencing tools, built-in cameras within mobile devices, and webcams permitted work-from-home scenarios not only for production crews, but also for on-air talent. All this being said, audiences accepted glitches, and for that matter, more often than not, uncertain video and audio quality. Our expectations for more 4K UHD in 2020 quickly turned into what I refer to as COVID quality in many instances. A year ago I said, before I talk about 2020 and beyond, it is important to modify your thinking a little and recall that over the past while there have been, basically too many new technologies. So what I mean with so many technologies, understanding how they can fit and how to use them in a practical and profitable manner has been very disruptive within the media and entertainment industry during the past decade. By the time we got to March, COVID was the disruptor, and many disruptive technologies were quickly determined as acceptable and used in practical and profitable manners. We all like to forget about 2020. My 2021 New Year greeting gets right to the point. Just like a snowfall, 2020 is full of surprises. It's time to put 2020 away and wishing you a good 2021. So before we put 2020 away for good, we released the IBM Technology and Trends Roadmap in December. We felt it best to understand the aspects of change during 2020 to assist business leaders and technology types within the whole media content chain to help plot out their company's future. We started out with the COVID impact section. And in this section, we plotted each area of the content chain over an impact range from negligible right up to major. And as you can see in the graphic, some areas such as publish had little impact, particularly generally on playout and OTT, except during live events, of course. Remote delivery suddenly took on a whole new meaning. Beyond live events and studio productions, we jumped into a whole new world of distributed infrastructure. Home studios, backhauls, and workstations needed to use cloud production switching, many using VPN and zero trust links, and of course taking advantage of consumer-focused tools. Next, the roadmap team took 40 plus technologies and trends and put them into similar groupings, plotting them on the range from bleeding edge use cases to commodity products and services. No question that 2020 has been the year for collaboration. So we added this as an important trend as video conferencing solutions have become indispensable. Proliferation of smartphones, improved mobile networks enabled new conferencing apps and improved collaboration tools. The pandemic created a competitive race to produce the user-friendliest, richest featured, and securest apps. Remote content production and broadcast demands are pushing these technologies even further, including collaboratively produced live shows from home. Cloud and hybrid solutions have been dramatically accelerated over 2020. This has pushed more areas into the mature category and commodity columns much faster than otherwise would have happened. Organizations previously reticent to consider cloud storage and processing are now embracing it. And here's a key thought for 2021 for those who like to look at risk analysis. Moving into the cloud was perceived as risky before 2020. Now it's perceived as a risk not to move into the cloud. And speaking of risk, Security took a back seat to get people back on air quickly. I can't emphasize enough how important that security must be considered on all stages of product development, deployment, and operation. Recent events have accelerated decentralized production, rapidly pushing tools out from the studio into homes and the cloud. Security concerns are even more imperative and must be put into strict practice. You can see all these technologies and trends in detail and download your own copy of this roadmap at this link. So we urge you to use this industry reference to best appreciate how 2020 is actually your vehicle for future growth and having a fresh look at 2021.